today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December. Gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Murray.
39-yard line.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Back to throw, Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 29, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 11-yard line.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
First down, Cardinals.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win lap and forcing incompletions.
Big hold of the 30. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Arizona.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Kenyon Drake, the ball
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eluding the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the
about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Taylor. Room here to run. Sheds off the tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 43 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Watson going for it all. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Complete to Isaiah.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Edmonds, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Play fake. Murray. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To Chase Edmonds.
It's an 8-yard pickup.
8 yards.
And it'll bring up a second down.
Second and 2 at the Packers' 11-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Drake on the
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray a give. This is Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
7.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He's to the 10, and the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another carry now for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Go. And got his man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Beckham with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Packers Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Watson. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. We you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 30, Cardinals 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
31-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 34-yard line.
Second down and 8. Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray, one final try. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Today's final score, Packers 30.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?